Alright, welcome back guys. I know it's been a long year since I posted a video, but I have a great video. We're going to talk about a lot of things, and we're going to talk about a very important issue. All that and more. Stay tuned. Okay, so it's been a year. Sorry. The thing with making these videos is that you can fall off very easily without realizing it. You get sidetracked with life. I myself did. I'm in school now. Been in school for almost a year, and I just kind of fell off the proverbial wagon, I guess, in regards to making videos. Not to make me sound like some kind of crazy drug addict or alcoholic. You know how that phrase works. Anyhow. But here I am making a video. I'll explain why. I've been meaning to do it, but first I just want to say, hey, happy Father's Day to all the great fathers out there. And that's my little kid back here. See, that's Maggie. That's my kid. So I guess happy Father's Day to me as well. But speaking of fathers, my brother, he is an actual father. He has like actual kids, and he's the one that kept kind of harassing me to get these videos back up and running. So this is my first one after a year. So yeah, happy Father's Day to my asshole brother. Okay, all right, great. All right, so let's go over, before I get to the main topic, let's go over some things since I've been on here about a year ago. So some things are returning to normal. All right, so obviously I started making videos again during the age of COVID. Things were a lot crazy back then. You had lots of people wearing masks. Lots of people were forced to wear masks. And of course, vaccine mandates, all this other crazy shit, just whatever, right? The complete psychos were in total domination over everybody, and it sucked. And things still generally do suck, but a little bit better now. So, yeah, all right, so there's way less COVID hysteria now. I know even when I started school almost a year ago, like, it's a technical college. It's not like some crazy, it's not like George Washington University or anything like that. You know, no Ivy League school, just, the technical school. I'm not nowhere near smart enough to go to, stupid Ivy League school or whatever. But anyhow, so that I know masks were encouraged. They told us that on day one, but they weren't forced, and hardly anyone wore masks. And that's the whole thing with this whole craziness. People only wore masks because they had to. If a business really mandated it, or flying on a plane, they were forced to do it, and which sucked. Not a lot of people would choose to wear it. It's just, it's dumb. And even there's a lot of people that they would go out of their way to wear a mask or even two masks, and I'd see some of these people, and it was just so annoying to watch them when they'd be wearing this mask outside or wherever, and then they'd go talk to someone and they'd pull their freaking mask down to talk. It's like, why the fuck are you wearing a mask then? What the fuck? It's like driving a car like 100 miles an hour down some country road, not even the interstate, like some windy country road, and then you buckle up before you get in, and then when you reach top speed of like 100, 120, then you take off the fucking seatbelt. So again, it's the same kind of, to me, it's the same kind of situation. Like, one, I don't think you're going to spread any crazy disease anyways, not really, but it's an airborne virus, but who cares? Anyhow, same kind of idea is what I'm getting at, if that makes sense to any of y'all. Of course, virtue signaling is still the same. Of course, since February, there's been a lot of NPCs on social media rocking Ukraine flags on their little emoji profile, whatever the fuck, because the screens told them to. I remember a few years ago, back in 2015, I kind of was aware of this phenomenon before I really understood what an NPC was or anything. But there was a terror attack back in 2015 that happened in France, and of course all the NPCs put up France flags, and then it was like a week later or something, maybe a week before that, but a terror attack had happened in the country of Turkey. But there was no Turkish flash. None. Because the screens weren't telling them to do it. So they can't think for themselves, hence NPC. Anyways, the government still sucks. Obviously, gas prices are high. People can barely afford it. I hate having to fill up my truck every time. I try to not drive as often because I don't want to spend about $100 to fill up my fucking truck. It's fucking crazy. It reminds me of being in California, but now, it's like California prices today. I can't even imagine what it's like in California. I've been seeing stuff like it's like $8 a gallon or something over there. Nuts. But I'm not really sure what sane person would still live in fucking California right now. That place is a fucking shithole. Anyhow, there's things are still crazy as a result. Obviously, we're seeing the service industry take huge hits. I know the Moe's Southwest Grill. Welcome to Moe's. The one that I usually go to, they are shut down right now because I can't find anybody to fucking work. And I think there's a multitude of reasons. Some people want they're demanding like a big salary, and in some cases I can't blame them because fucking look at gas. Just to go to work, the cost to go to work is so fucking expensive. They need $20 an hour or whatever it is now in order to pay the bills. It's crazy. But so the service industry is suffering. Restaurants are closing down, or they have strange hours, limited menus. It sucks. But let's get to moving on to the main topic of today's video. So the one thing that still sucks, and this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, is Madden Football. Yes, Madden, the football game named after the great John Madden. He passed away a few months ago. I'm trying to remember. Was it this year? Anyways, I can't remember. Sorry, but rest in peace, big guy. You were you're a pretty good, talented coach, and you're a legend. And the games was named after you. And I think this year on the cover, I guess your John Madden's likeness or whatever is going to be on the cover or something like that. Anyhow, but the fact of the matter is that the game sucks, and there are various reasons why. One is this: they just know basically EA Sports just knows like every year a lot of people are going to buy Madden. There's a lot of big time Madden players that is their whole life. They play every single day. They play all throughout the day. They are masters at the game. You know what I'm talking about if you've ever played any of these guys online. They are very good. They know exactly what you're going to do or what you're trying to do. You can't move the ball on offense against these guys, and then when you're on defense, you can't do a damn thing to stop them. They're just that crazy. It's insane. But I don't care. Hey, to each their own. That's fine if that's the kind of that's what they want their life to be about. She let the ball roll underneath the damn couch again. Now I gotta crawl under there later and get it. This sucks. Anyhow, joys of being a dog father. Anyhow, so there's lots of people that there are some people that love to play. Oh, she got her ball back. Sweet. Sorry. Anyhow, so there's lots of fanboys or fangirls out there for Madden. I think there's probably mostly guys. There are some women in gaming, but for Madden, I think it's mostly men. Anyhow, so the problem, I think the first issue is the game really hasn't changed much over the years. It's like for the past, I'd say 10 years or so, the game's been about the same. Like the way, they change certain things year to year, but they're very minor, and it's just they just come out with cheap excuses for people to continuously buy the game so they make money. And now the games are like $70. I think something like that, $65, $70. So they're expensive. And anyhow, the game really hasn't changed much. There are some like legitimate Madden experts out there that can really break down like the way the play calling runs or way the game functions. And so if you want to find some of those videos, they're all over the place. Just look at them. Anyhow. Moving on from that, one thing that still sucks about the game is the music. So the music actually used to be great about 15 years. It was a blend of everything. There was like rap, hip hop, rock, like hard rock, all kind. Like there was like Alice in Chains. I remember that. Maybe some GNR. I don't know about Metallica, but they actually used to play like a blend of everything. Now it's just all, it's not even like, I wouldn't even say rap. It's just shitty like hip hop, pop music, like stupid, what's that whore's name? The WAP person. I can't remember that idiot's name. I'll post something in the link when I get done editing this. Anyhow, it's songs like that. I don't understand who I've like now when I play the game, when I take the time to play my asshole brother online. He loves playing me because he usually beats me now. But I turned the music off in the game because it's just it sucks. It is fucking annoying. Like, I'm pretty sure that when they have the detainees at Gitmo, when they play the torture music, they're playing a lot of this Madden soundtrack to terrorize these guys. So that's just how shitty it is, in my opinion. Of course, moving on from the music, the game really doesn't, all it is just the game of football itself. There's no drama in the game, like for one, like there used to be NCAA EA Sports Football, the college game, and of course they got the last version of that was back in 2013, I think. Yeah, 2013. That was the last year of it. They had to cancel it. There was some bullshit. Players weren't getting paid, and they were bitching. Whatever the fuck. So every now and then you'll see a clickbait article saying, "Hey, it's coming out." It's still not here. But you used to be able to you had to recruit in that game, and so you could recruit players to your team, and then you could import the draft class to Madden, and then you could play you'd have your franchise on Madden. You had the opportunity to draft these players, so it was kind of cool. But not only that, just aside from that, there's nothing so injuries to the game. Like, have you ever noticed that? One injury that you never get played with when playing Madden is a concussion, even though we all know that happens all the time, but it's never on the Madden. But it's all for PR purposes. Like, everyone knows it, but they just can't say the obvious. But I guess in their reasoning, it make the sport of football look bad if injury on the play. Yeah, your guy's concussed. He doesn't even know what his name is right now, so he's gonna miss a couple games. Nope, can't have that at all. It's just a broken hip or a freaking dislocated shoulder or whatever. And not only that, there's no I remember even the old NCAA games when I really started playing these games back when I was actually even still in high school. You could see the coach on the sideline. There were times in the game you'd see him shouting at the ref, and it was so funny. But no, you can't even do that now. That'd be funny if your coach, how in baseball when a coach gets real mad and starts pissing off the umpires, and then they throw him out of the game. Basically the same can happen in the NFL. You just really don't see it as much. But that would be great if you could just make your coach just go ballistic on the official crew, and they you're out here, get the fuck out of here. That'd be great. Or even players, that would be awesome. But not only that, even off the field stuff, dealing with the player can have some scumbag agent that's really trying to milk this team for all it's worth, and let's say the guy's not as worth as much as he's asking, but the agent's resorting to all kinds of crazy tactics to get this team to pay him and all this shit. Or there's even more off the field stuff, players or coaches and stuff getting busted in prostitution scandals or whatever, drugs, whatever, doesn't matter, beating up their wives or girlfriend. We all know what was it, Ray Rice knocked the shit out of, I think it was his fiance. I wonder if they even got married. But if you saw the video, it was bad what this guy did, but it was just crazy. They're on an elevator. I don't know where, I think it was maybe Atlantic City or something like that. But Ray Rice was fiance, girlfriend, whoever she was at the time. Then of course they were just having a little couple spat, and they were probably drunk. And this, he just straight up decked this chick, and she went out cold. And then, she was unconscious, right? And then you see, he kind of walks away first, but then he goes back to the elevator and he's dragging her fucking body out. She survived, but holy fuck, that was extreme. Things like that should be, those should be options on these Madden games. You should be able to steal a fucking city bus in whatever new shithole city you're playing in. Whatever, hell, what was it, that fucking tight end, I used to play for the Patriots, it's Hernandez. Yeah, that motherfucker went to jail for murder and then he fucking killed himself, or maybe he got Jeffrey Epstein. Who the fuck knows? That needs to be in the fucking game, plain and simple. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, no fucking cheerleaders. Now, of course, now that there's some fucking trans cheerleader or some shit for the Carolina Panthers, ultimately no one gives a fuck. But there's no fucking cheerleaders in the game. I don't understand it. There's all other kinds of stupid fucking virtue signaling, of course, like end racism. Like, yes, we all fucking know racism is bad. Don't have to fucking rub our faces in it. We fucking get it. Okay? We have fucking phones. We have the world of information at our fucking palms. Okay? So enough for the fucking virtue signaling. But yeah, no fucking cheerleaders. And lastly, I think the most important one is you should be able to like interact and just demonize the press. Like, you know, the people, they ask the stupidest fucking questions during the press, and you see these fucking coaches get mad, and sometimes they go off in the most calm way they can, but they're fucking pissed. You should be able to degrade and denigrate the fucking press all the fucking time. I mean, you can be nice to them, there's that option as well, but you should be able to dog the fucking press, because we all know, it is basic facts now. The corporate press is the enemy of the people. Okay? I'm sure we all knew that, but it can never be said enough. All right? I hate trying to repeat things because it makes me sound like an idiot, like some kind of mindless savage, like the NPCs that had the Ukraine flags on their social media, whatever. But no, that cannot be said enough. The corporate press is the enemy of the people. So that, to me, those 5 topics I just list, the game hasn't changed much. Shitty music, no soul to the game, no cheerleaders, and you should be able to assault the press verbally on the game. So that's what I believe could make Madden a better game. I know the developers would most likely disagree with me, and they're entitled to their opinion, but they're fucking wrong. You know, I know it's good. I do. But anyhow, that's about all I got for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, I don't know what my next video will be about, but hopefully I'll get one up here relatively soon and get back to really making these things. Other than that, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you later. Later, suckers.